Now, Mr. D, when I posted the post that you were coming on Hoodstocks, there was a lot of cats in the comments talking about you used to be from another neighborhood, bro. But Mr. D, I didn't reply to not one of these comments, bro. So these dudes basically were, I don't know if they were trolling my shit, bro, trolling your shit, dog, but they were saying that you used to be from Lenox.
Well, more than likely it was trolling, because back in the day when I was younger, I used to kick it with a crowd that used to associate themselves with Lenox, and it got to the point where I developed a best friend within that, that little crew. I didn't like what they were doing, what they were showing me, what they were giving me. I didn't like it. It is what it is, and I kicked rocks. You know what I mean?
You move forward from that situation.
Of course, that's what's the best thing you're supposed to do, because when you start seeing certain things that make you start questioning, okay, maybe this isn't even the thing for me, then that's just like, okay, you got to find something even better. And I did find something better. I found somebody who actually supported me, you know what I mean? And I call that somebody my big homie, my manager, who's helped me through such and such, you know what I mean? And, like I say, my manager's my older homie, you know what I mean? So if anybody does want to politic, regarding that situation at least, they can always address it to them, Because there's nothing to hide, to keep it real.
And I gotta ask these questions sometimes, and they're hard questions, like I said in the beginning, dog. And bro, that doesn't make you or anyone else less of a person, even though back in the fucking day, you know what I mean, like we had all kinds of names for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, we live and we learn, and I'm not directing what I'm saying towards you, but I'm saying in general, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make somebody a less of a man. I mean, if it wasn't right for you, of a crowd of people that you're fucking with at the time, then sometimes we need to correct that shit,
Well, yeah, of course. You always got to correct it, you know what I mean? Because when this all happened, I was 13 years old, you know what I mean? When I barely turned 13, and I was like, all right, you know what? I got to make it a goal by 13. I got to fucking fuck with a hood that has a 13, you know what I mean? That was my mentality. So when I stopped fucking with them, I was 14 years old. So when all of this shit starts fucking, you know what I mean, like springing up from the ground, it's almost like people are trying to bring skeletons, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, it's understandable. I was naive, I was young, I was stupid, and I thought left was right and right was left, you know what I mean? And through the proper guidance of my homies, in which I have now, like I said, it helped me view myself as a man, opposed to what I viewed myself back then, you know what I mean? And that was just somebody that they could use,
So that was like you said, 13 and 14. That was kind of like a year experience. And you know what? I want to give a shout out to my boys from Lenox. You know what I mean? I got OGs, homies from there. You know what I mean? That are my age and shit. You know what I mean? And older, that I fuck with throughout the system and shit. So this isn't a diss on you guys. This is just an individual story that happened that happens to be related, somewhat ties to you guys. You know what I mean? So let's not. One thing that we do sometimes, bro, is when a motherfucker's coming up, we try to find any little dirt on that motherfucker, dog, to bring him back down. We need to stop that, dog. We need to stop that, dog. You know what I mean? Motherfucker didn't snitch on somebody, blah, 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 whoop, the list is long. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying no. I'm saying it in general, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to the audience right now, dog. We need to stop that, dog. You know what I mean? We need to uplift each other. Past is the past. My past is a fucking ugly past. There's all kinds of shit that I fucked up on, and I'm just waiting for these motherfuckers to start digging that dirt up, dog. You know what I mean? And shoveling it on my face, dog. And when you dig up that dirt and shovel it on my face, you know what I'm gonna do with that dirt? I'm gonna eat that shit up. I'm gonna eat dirt! Anyways, I had to ask you that question, brother.
No, yeah, of course. It's cool. I feel like the quicker that it's addressed, the better it is, Because a lot of people do, they always ask, like, oh, yeah, this and that. But they always ask it in the comments, you know, which is the funny part, you know, because every time I am in person, they have me right in front of me. They don't say nothing.
They're like,
you
oh
know?
yeah, Mr. D, what up, dog?
Oh yeah,
This
of
shit
course.
hard,
See,
bro.
that's the issue. I had that issue previously with someone that I knew. You know what I mean? Like, cause they were, in a sense, trying to blackmail me, so to say, with that situation. You know what I mean? And it got to the point where I had to fucking, you know, like, do certain things. You know what I mean? And you know, I left it to the point where I was like, all right, I was satisfied with how I left it. You know what I mean? Just to put it like that. You know, I'm kind of like speaking. You know?
That's crazy as fuck, dog. Blackmail.
It's a crazy shit, man.
And it's not even like technically blackmail. You know what I mean? It's not like you open up your fucking mailbox and there's actually blackmail in there. Stupid or what?
Get your burnt ass out of here.
Casey just shook his head on me. He said, get the fuck. He called me, get your burn ass out of here, dog. I mean, hey, bro, we gonna tell it how it is right here on the Hood Stocks, dog. You know what I mean? But that's crazy, dog. I'm waiting for the blackmail to hit me, dog. Fucking lucky if you don't give me fucking $500, I'm gonna fucking tell them what you did back in 1998. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give him that $500, homie. We don't need to know that shit. Leave that shit back in 1998. $500 I can spare. No, I'm just fuck with you. Fuck you. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta say it. Say it, man. Fuck you, homie. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta say that shit, dog.